Mercedes-Benz vehicles are equipped with seatbelt tensioners that can cinch the seatbelt during a crash event. Once the tensioner is activated, it has to be replaced. Your customer may visit your shop due to a driver display message stating front malfunction with an airbag symbol. Once the new part is installed, it will need to be properly commissioned and SCN coded. Let's take a look at the replacement procedure. When servicing or repairing a vehicle restraint system, the battery must be disconnected. In doing so, the brake assist controller calibration will be cleared and a new calibration will have to be performed. The calibration can be done using your iSCAN device in combination with a brief test drive. Check the latest repair information for the vehicle you are working on. Alright, our tensioner is located right on the side of the seat here. You don't have to pull the seat to get this out, which is really great. We need to move it forward and all the way up, and we're going to remove this cover to gain access to it. The cover comes off fairly simply. It's a clip system that moves slightly backwards, and it comes right out of your way. Our next step is to remove this electrical connector. This is done by releasing this orange tab, moving it towards the front of the vehicle, and that releases the connector and it'll pull right off. Our next step is to remove this bracket so we can get the belt off of the tensioner. There's a small bolt here with a T25 fastener on it. We're going to remove that. This bolt is permanently attached to the bracket, so you can't lose it. And then once you have it off, we'll move it off to the side. We can move this belt right off the tensioner. Next step is to remove the tensioner from the seat. There's one bolt deep down on the bottom. Using a T50, we're going to loosen that. And now that has been disconnected from the seat base. Alright, now when we reinstall the new tensioner, you'll see that there are two tabs here. This helps align the tensioner in the proper orientation. So you just want to be careful that you get your tensioner in between these two. It'll fit in between this area here. Alright, we get the bolt started and it's in between the two tabs, and as you can see, it kind of holds it here in the right orientation. If you had it too far over here or over there, that would be bad. We want to keep it right in between those two. And we'll just tighten up the bolt. So remember that these bolts need to be torqued, and that's going to depend on the vehicle specific. So make sure that you look that up in your service information. All right, now we're going to put the seat belt back onto the tensioner. So here is a small orientation tab that's going to sit in that slot. That does help you get that in there. It also holds it in place. That should be pointing upwards. I'm going to slide that in there. And as you can see, when you have it oriented properly, it slides right into the groove. And now for the retaining bracket. Sits right on top. And there's also a little orientation at the top of here where it needs to align. Make sure that is aligned. And we'll tighten that up. Again, this needs to be torqued to the proper specification. Make sure you look that up in your service information. Now, we get our electrical connector back on. Simple push towards the rear of the vehicle, and then re-engaging the orange safety connector. And that's back on. Once that's done, our cover goes back on. And the only thing we need to worry about is making sure that the seatbelt exits the little slot where it needs to be. This cover has a bunch of little engagement tabs that will just slide forward. Once you feel them all in, snaps forward. Seat belt is where it needs to be. And there you have it. When complete, reconnect the negative battery terminal. Refer to our video for commissioning the new tensioner once complete. Thanks for watching, and check out our other videos for more Mercedes-Benz procedures.